What's up, boss?
Look alive, Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka world is ours. All of it.
Why are you acting surprised?
Hey, no disrespect, boss. You've just gotta understand. We ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Aiming pretty high, aren't you, Gage? Why stop there? Why not take over the moon while we're at it?
Nah, the little green men can keep that one. Taking back Nuka world is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Wow, nuts. I was just starting to get cozy in my little castle.
Now you're starting to sound like Coulter. You remember? The idiot whose body we recently dumped into the river? He was always content to just barely scrape by. Look where that got him. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka world. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust anyone. But Shank's on the level. I got no reason to think he'd screw us. Especially if he stands to profit as much as anyone.
What's he gonna do? Show him how to milk a Brahmin?
Maybe. If you ask him nicely. Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you need my advice and you want me to keep tagging along, you've got it. You gonna build me something nice?
Hey.
Need some? For me?
Hey.
Yeah. What's up?
You really should rethink where you stand. Unless you're a fan of watching your back. You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices will get you killed. You're lucky Nish is in charge. If it were up to me, you'd be dead.
Over, boss. Making trouble? Good.
Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up.
Mason tarred and feathered the last alphas. Ain't been seen since.
Yeah,
And
don't
it
worry
ain't
about me.
smart
I'll
to go
stay in
asking
line.
about it.
You can now rest assured that our overboss is a badass.
Get fired up.
I don't know what the overboss has planned next, but man, get behind her or get the hell out of her way.
Respect around here, you gotta earn it. Of course, handing over new abodes hasn't hurt.
You wouldn't believe some of the stuff that comes out of the pipes around here. To call it sewage would be paying it a compliment.
As long as you keep your eyes on the merchandise and off of me, I'm happy to do business.
Let's see what you have.
I ever tell you all about the time I got my name?
Sure, I'm here to trade, but I'm not letting my guard down for a second.
The guy selling chems is a little off.
Stems, chems, and other sweet treats. Get them while they last.
Run with us, boss. We keep our own and bury our shit.
I'm not much for conversation.
Take a good look around. You'll see we belong at the top of the food chain.
Just working hard, like always.
Hey, Harv.
Only good thing about being sent outside? No collar.
Hi there. If you have any questions about Nuka...
Gotta chase what you want to catch.
Shank.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and Nuka World's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
Let's get one thing straight here. It may have been his suggestion, but it'll be my decision.
I can see that. Well, regardless of the source, idea's a good one. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
So what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there, so I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to, and the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
That was all I had?
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead? That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
Let's discuss this later.
Up to you, boss. I'm not going anywhere.
You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices will get you killed.
Deathclaw, Satan himself. Now, most of you all know the later stories of how Atlas single-handedly took down that man.
Happy hunting!
Hi, Sierra.
Remember, you won't see hidden Cappy codes without the glasses. Make sure you're wearing them while you search.
Anyone who goes up against us won't know what hit them.
No way to pick this.
Here's hoping they
Can't
didn't
pick
hide
this.
the Cappies too well.
You're the new overboss, right? You sure made an example out of Coulter.
Yeah, who knew? Water and electricity wouldn't mix.
Well, judging from the thirst sapper you picked up, apparently you're not the only one. Gage was the one that clued you in. Yeah, I know all about it. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. I think Coulter got exactly what he deserved.
So you weren't loyal to Coulter?
Hell no. Coulter was a goddamn idiot. With Coulter running the show, business was starting to dry up. Now that you're here, I'm betting everyone stands to make a lot more money. Speaking of which, I'm hoping you're here to spend a little bit of your own at the Nuka cave.
I'm amazed that all this junk actually works.
Thanks. It's taken me almost a year to get it this far. Yeah, all of the amusements and games around you are working thanks to yours truly. I'm the only one that can take them apart and put them back together again. If I go, then it's only a matter of time before they fall apart. And all the cute little prizes you can win? Yeah, you can thank me for those too.
How do I get started?
Eager to play, eh? That's what I like to hear. Every game in the Nuka Cade still takes the original pre-war tokens. Just slot one into the machine and you're off. If your score is high enough, the machine will kick out a bunch of tickets which you can redeem at a prize terminal for all sorts of goodies.
How do I get tokens?
Well, I usually just tell my customers that I sell them. But seeing as you're the new overboss, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you a few other ways of getting them. You can also get tokens from the pre-war token machines in the Nuka Cade, but they only take pre-war money. And if you look around the parks hard enough, I'm betting you'll find a few here and there. I'll tell you what, just to officially welcome you to Nuka World, here's a token to get you started.
You can do better. How about 2?
Yeah, sure. I suppose it couldn't hurt. May as well start off with you on the right foot. Well, I guess that's it. If you need anything, you just let me know. Oh, don't forget to take this with you, boss. That way you can't say I never did you any favors. A few of the machines have been acting up, but don't worry, I fixed them. You could always cut some corners and just buy the tickets. What do you say?
So what's your story, anyway?
Me? Didn't know you were interested. Well, I've been running this place for years now. And to be honest, until Coulter rolled in with his, your gangs, it was getting boring. They were going to kick me out of the Nuka cave, but then I showed them that I possessed skills that would be useful to them. Fixing these machines really isn't that different than tinkering with a gun or some armor. Just make the right connections, and it all works. After a while, Coulter started considering me almost a part of the gangs. That's probably why he never slapped a collar around my neck. Hopefully I'll have the same luck with you, boss. Anyway, enough about me. How about I fix you up with some tokens so you can get playing?
What kind of prizes can I win here?
Well, some of the things in the redemption system are left over from the pre-war era. However, I've added a few more, let's just say, more appropriate items for the gangs to enjoy. You can win plenty of ammunition or even some special weapons and armor that I created myself. If you're curious, go take a look at our redemption terminal. I'm betting you'll find something worth blowing your tokens on. Otherwise, I could always show you what I have for sale.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
I have all sorts of ways to help you waste your time, boss.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
This is Del Walsh. I'm a paramedic in Nuka World's Infirmary Center, and this report is dated July 14th, 2077. Now, I'd like to officially go on record to express my dismay at the current safety conditions of some of Nuka World's rides. I've just completed treating a patient who suffered multiple cuts and bruises after riding Mad Mulligan's minecart ride. Now, in the last year alone, I've treated 7 broken bones, 9 major lacerations, 78 muscle injuries, and 166 minor lacerations, all due to ride malfunction.
Understanding the operator.
This does not include the 2 fatalities that have occurred, both of which have been in the last 6 months. Listen, I understand that Project Cobalt has diverted some of our park's maintenance and security personnel, and how important it is to the war effort. But we can't ignore the fact that safety has fallen off the radar at Nuka World, and something must be done about it immediately. Since my supervisors have chosen to ignore my concerns, I'll be forwarding this recording to Mr. Brad Burton's office personally.
That's it.
That ain't something you see every day.